Okay, this is Transformers Animated Activators Cliffjumper. As you can see, he is a repaint of Activators Bumblebee. The obvious difference being the new head mold. Head sculpt here is very nice. It's actually quite good. I'm glad Hasbro just put a lot of thought into this figure by changing the head mold. He looks a lot more like Cliffjumper with the beady eyes, the Jay Leno chin, and the devilish horns compared to Bumblebee's head mold. I think this is a very good improvement. I'm really impressed at the way Hasbro has been doing repaints. I'm not a big fan of repaints, but this one was surprisingly good. Even the paint scheme. I mean, they could have just done the limbs all black, but instead they made it two-tone into gray and black. Um, Even the lights, the front panel of the car, it's got painted, even the front panel of the engine is painted, versus Bumblebee's only headlights only painted. Um, Cliffjumper has always been a repaint of Bumblebee as far as I can remember, except in G1. In G1, Cliffjumper was an original mold that had been repainted yellow into a guy called Hubcap. I did have Hubcap, I did not have Cliffjumper. So that was the only time he wasn't a repaint of Bumblebee, but everything else, I think, I'm not sure. Write down in the comment section below if you think there are other molds where Cliffjumper was an original. Perhaps Energon Cliffjumper, but I don't have him, so I wouldn't know. Here is Classics Cliffjumper. A good improvement on Classics Bumblebee with the knee pads. I like that. Oh, the Energon weapon is a fine-tuning of mine. It's not including that figure. And we have Movie Deluxe Cliffjumper. I've always kept their wings, the Cliffjumpers that I have. I keep the wings back, clipped back. I can't imagine Cliffjumper with wings, but a Bumblebee with wings is fine with Cliffjumper. His wings stay folded. Still a repaint of the Camaro Bumblebee, the 208, 207 Camaro Bumblebee. Still a nice rendition of Cliffjumper, very shiny, glossy red. Okay, this activator figure retains all the articulation and posability of the original Bumblebee's activators. Shoulders and hips are on ball joints. Biceps and thighs can turn. Knees, feet, elbows, and wrists. The only thing I hate about this mold is still the hands. Hands are just molded on the doors, on the door panels, which is kind of a bummer for me. I hate these because you don't even know if the hands are just like lazily molded onto doors. What can I do, right? It's an Activators figure, a Scout class. The head can move, same. It's being hindered by this Jay Leno chin. Yay. But it's definitely a good mold. The Autobot symbol is black versus the silver on Bumblebee. The Patrol Bumblebee Activators, I think, also has the black insignia, but I don't have him. And maybe I'll get him. Okay, to transform this figure, Cliffjumper transforms the same way as Activators Bumblebee. You put the feet together, like so. Oh, mine's a little bit tight. Okay. For once, a tight animated figure. Fold the feet down, like so. Keep the head straight. Fold in the arms. Okay. And then you like spread the arms like so. And slowly flip the car parts, like so. Now, almost there. They don't exactly fit into place. And there you have Activators Cliffjumper in his alt mode. Very nice, very sleek looking car. The red is pretty good. They've kept the windows the same color as Bumblebee. Silver paint, albeit a little bit lighter. I think this is more metallic blue. This is silver. Okay, to transform him back, just push this button there he is. Just minor movements. He's back to being Cliffjumper. I like this figure. I really do. I'm a big fan of the Activators lines. The Activators really are, I think, a big improvement on transformation of the figures. Uh, I think it's a step closer to automorphing a lot of the figures of the Transformers line. If you see him when he goes out in retail, out here in Metro Manila, I think he will retail for about 500 at TRU or Toy Kingdom. That's about $10. I got this guy for about $8 at a hobby store in Green Hills. The store is called R Toys. It's at the second floor of V Mall in Green Hills. Robert, the shop owner, is a good friend of mine. He gives great deals on Transformers and GI Joe figures. If you have the time to go there, if you're in Metro Manila, you can go there. I think he still has stock of Cliffjumper. Not sure. Um, so there. Uh, Transformers Animated, Activators, Cliffjumper. Thanks for watching.